Hey everybody, welcome to the show. You know where you are, the 9 at 9 with me, Tigo. And if you're watching right now, you know I've got an expert coming up that could probably help you along on your journey. So I've got a question for you. Have you thought about writing a book? Have you wondered, how do you get past just the title? And then how do you get it distributed? Well, sit right there and you're going to find out. We'll be right back.
Expert Talk is sponsored by Pod Nation TV, the podcast to broadcast network.
Hey, welcome back. This next young lady, I was one of her first guests on her first summit. And now she is blazing a trail that you can almost see from Mars. I kid you not. And what she's really doing is helping people get published. Are you out there, Jessica T. Moore? Because I'm so excited to talk to you.
Yes. Hi. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. I apologize for the illness and the delays, but we're here now and I'm so excited to have you here.
Yes, I'm definitely excited to be here. You know, it don't matter. I was going to wait for you.
I appreciate it. Now, when we first met, you were a social worker, you were going to college, you were just getting into this whole, live events and streaming and all of that. And now you've worked with Les Brown, one of my superheroes that I still haven't met. You're out there on stages. You're just killing it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, how did you get into publishing and all of that? Because you're helping people write their books, correct?
Yes. So I got into it because we met in the coaching program and I was wanting to grow my coaching program. So I didn't have like anything going on online. And like, as you mentioned, I'm a social worker in my real life. And so back in 2017, I tried to start a coaching program. Didn't work. 2020, tried. And we was almost there, but it wasn't quite there. And then that's when I met Les Brown and he said, you need to write a book. And so I didn't realize the credibility, the exposure that comes with being an author. And so once I actually took that step and decided to write my book, then it skyrocketed my coaching program and just my brand and everything else. And so from there, people started to ask me, how they could do it for themselves too. And then we got into the coaching program and now we're here.
So for the people that don't know, your coaching program, what are you coaching?
So I teach people how to become an author and how to get their message and their story out. So most of it is around storytelling and telling stories that people want to hear. That actually makes a difference. It makes an impact. So I help women to find their voice and overcome, those obstacles in their life.
So when you have never written a book, you can help them kind of find their story, or are you looking for people that already have the story down? They just don't know how to get that into a book.
So some of them have the story. So I actually have a compilation book, and that compilation book has the stories of over 90 different women who've come together in a collaboration, which is a different kind of book. So that's what we come together and we talk. Some of them come into the program and they ready to hit the ground running. Other people, they may not know, what to do or how to do it. But at the end, we all get to that finish line. And after I did my compilation book, I went on to write my solo book. So I do help people with developing their story because sometimes they want to tell a story that's not ready to be told. And a lot of the stories are turning their pain into their purpose.
No, I totally agree. So is your main, let's go back to the old school social media. Is your main avatar women?
Yes.
Who's your target audience? So you're working mainly with women.
Yes.
Mainly with women. So how are you addressing, because I know you're a mom, you got the whole family thing down. You got a day job. You're doing all of that. Plus you just graduated. Yes, she's a superhero like that, y'all. How are you addressing the women that are going, man, I want to do it, but my son has got football practice and my daughter's in ballet and my boss is crazy. When am I supposed to have time for all this? How are you addressing that?
So we actually sit down. So my main thing is what my passion is for the compilation book, because my target audience is women who don't have the time. Like that's literally who is the ones that's writing it. And I show them that in one weekend, we usually take out a Saturday for 3 hours and we sit down and we write our chapter together and we put it together to make a full book. So that is how I'm like, if you're somebody, now we do have people that's like, I got time and I want to sit and write the whole book by myself. But if you don't, the easiest thing to do is to put together 1,500 word chapter and then boom, you wrote a book. It's not a certain amount of words that it takes to be an author. And that's the first step to their credibility.
So then with this compilation book, because I'm in a couple of them myself, and that's what made me a best-selling author, was being a part of that. With this, then you have one chapter. It's short, so you don't have to worry about that. It's by a certain theme. That book is not just a random photo album. It actually has a theme for that book. And they get to sit next to, on paper and virtually, sit next to some amazing people that they otherwise may not have met, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So how do you get these people together?
Posting on social media. So people by word of mouth, I had people who come into the program. Most of everything I've been doing is by referral. So they come in and then they love it. They invite their family, their friends, and it's always a beautiful thing when they can go through a process together. So
that's awesome. How many books have you done?
Mine, I've done 3. It's called Embracing Imperfections for Women Who Want to Make an Impact, and it's called Break Your Silence, Find Your Voice and Make an Impact. And then I've helped several other people to do their own compilation and solo books.
On average, from start to finish, how long does the process take that the book is actually out and people can go and buy it?
90 days.
90 days?
Yes.
Did y'all hear that? She said 90 days. So now you have no excuse. Yes. 90 days. That's amazing. How many authors on average are in the books?
About 30 per book.
You get 30 authors done in 90 days?
Yes, ma'am. We get the first month, that's when we're writing the story. And like I said, we do the book is done in a day because everybody's sitting down and writing a chapter out in that day. It's a very intense program. So everybody don't make it to the finish line, but we get it done that day. And then we have a makeup day for the people who missed the first one. And then the book is done. And then the rest of it is editing and publishing and marketing the book.
And you take care of that, or your team takes care of all the rest of those little details. Yep. So they don't even have to worry about that. So I know people are driving. I'm going to ask her, y'all, hold on. Where do they find you? Because they're going, I want to be in your next book. Yes. Where do they find you?
Yes, so jessicatmoore.com is my website where you can find all things. Everything that I'm doing is at jessicatmoore.com.
So what else is coming up for you? I heard through the grapevine, you got a live event coming up.
Yes. So I am doing Embracing Imperfections Live, where we are going beyond the book and coming off the pages in person in Atlanta, Georgia. So we will be there helping people to find their voice and it's an empowerment brunch. So we'll be doing that in Atlanta, Georgia, March the 4th.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So if they want to attend that, are there still tickets available? Where do they go to get more information about your event? jessicatmoore.com. Okay, now I'm going to break it a little bit because we gave as promised, we gave how to get it published and all of that. Now let's talk about how, real quick, because Alan's going to cut us off. How do you balance being a mom, a wife, and go to school and start your business? How do you time manage?
Oh, that's a good question. I stick to a schedule. That's basically, I sit down, I write, this is what I can do, this is what I can't. And I stick to a schedule and I don't sway away from it. So it takes a lot of productivity, time management. When it's family time, it's family time. When it's business. And then you just soar like the superstar you are.
Yeah, you're our superhero. That's for sure.
And all right, tell everybody. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Ooh, I love that. Say that again.
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. Yeah, that was one of my biggest problems when I was, getting started. I don't want people to know I don't know, but yeah, you got to ask for help. Let's tell everybody again how they can find you.
JessicaTmore.com.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show. You already know you're my superhero. You're the best.
Thank you for having me.
All right, everybody. I know you're driving and you're going, I didn't get to write it down and all that good stuff. You know what to do. Go to TigoDirect.com. It costs you nothing. It costs her nothing. It's just our way to connect you across. So go to TigoDirect.com, type in author, type in book, type in Jessica. Guess what? She'll come up and you can connect to her and actually send her a message. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know you did. And I want you to come back every time, not just next time. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you next time.